Wrestling fans, welcome to the show. And folks, we are just 1 week away from the NWA Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament. It's going to be happening in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, June 3rd, June 4th, Saturday, Sunday. Get your tickets at nwatix.com. Can't be there live and in person, go to fight.tv right now. And I'm here right now from the Control Center to run down some classic moments, to give you a little history lesson of just what to expect from the 2023 Crockett Cup. Now, folks, first, you never know who's going to make their presence felt during any of our NWA events, much less the NWA Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament. And folks, this clip is from just last year, 2022, where Aron Stevens, he needed a tag team partner. And let's just face it, instead of feeling blue, he called in some reinforcements.
In a wedding, we need something old. Well, the NWA is the oldest promotion in this country, and I believe it's the best. We need silence! We need something new. Silence! My jacket is new. We need something borrowed. Sir, you actually should borrow some intelligence, but seeing that that's not happening, we have this lovely video wall that was borrowed from the production company. And lastly, something blue. Something extremely blue.
Who could he be talking about?
No idea.
Blue? No way!
Are you kidding me?
Blue Meanie!
Here comes the blue guy!
Big fan of him. Yes. Okay, Meanie. You never know who he's going to show up here in the NWA.
Aron Stevens has really made a career here in the National Wrestling Alliance, forming teams with interesting characters, one could say. Whether they're violent and fierce as Kratos, or whether they're as entertaining as the question mark. Now we've got the Blue Meanie.
I really dig the Blue Meanie. He's so entertaining. And I remember when I was, coming up on the independent scene as a wrestler, I did a lot of shows with him, and he really is a character. He's great.
You never know what you're going to see in the NWA. The team of the Aron Stevens and the Blue Meanie.
So entertaining.
Well, and Aron Stevens has been successful with everybody he's chosen to team with.
That's very true.
This is going to be interesting.
That's very true. The picks might be questionable, but they're effective.
Questionable, yes.
Oh.
I don't know who to root for now. I don't know.
Well, here's another thing. The Dirty Sexy Boys, they knew that they were going to be going up against Aron Stevens and the most feared Kratos. Now,
what the?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. It's a strip
we
show
have a robot.
showdown.
We have a robot.
Okay, boys.
Velvet?
Yeah, how do you want to score that?
How are we doing here?
So
I'm going to give it 10-9, 10 to Stevens, 9 to Dango.
I'm going to give it 2 yums up. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with, guys. Okay. Put those hips on. Okay, quiet, Velvet. Quiet. Focus on the match.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dirty Dango starting things off with Aron Stevens. Dirty Dango already playing the mind games.
He's allowed.
Let's get weird.
See, I'm okay with that. I'm okay
We've been
with
getting
that.
weird.
Okay, just take a second and take a look at what's in the ring
weird.
right now. I want you to take a look at the combinations that's in the ring right now. Are we not already weird?
We are weird, yes. I appreciate Aron Stevens' attempt at mimicking Dango's hip swing, but
how weird are they going to have to get to win?
Not as weird as me. I'll tell you that much.
If anybody could be that weird.
That's me. Okay.
There's that vicious side of Aron Stevens.
I like weird. I appreciate weird. So this is the match for me.
Aron Stevens, former NWA national champion, former tag team champion.
Big back body drop.
Punch to the face drop. Stevens, he's in the wrong part of town. Heavy right hand from JTG.
Man.
Stevens is a punching bag. Now into the arm drag.
Quick arm drag that was.
Blue Meanie's he's calling for the tag. He's ready to go.
Tag is made. Here comes JTG.
Let's go. 1 in and out, Dango. You know how
Such an accomplished tag team wrestler.
Smooth.
In his own right. Now Aron Stevens getting a little bit of a break on the outside.
Cut up!
I'm sure the fans here at Nashville are a little upset with the descriptions he made of the
That
town.
was unkind.
Don't look away, Aaron. Keep your focus in the ring.
Calling him chicken.
Oh, tag to the Blue Meanie now.
Here we go for the first time in an NWA ring. Here comes the Blue Meanie.
Now it's really gonna get weird. Hey, the meanie dance, that's my favorite.
Collar elbow tie up. Feeling out process between these two.
1, 2, 3.
Tickle attack from the Blue
This
Meanie.
is what I mean about getting weird. Let's do it.
JTG!
I can't.
The tickle tactician! JTG!
Did you hear JTG? Let's get weird, baby. Let's get weird.
Oh, he got caught. Atomic drop. Inverted atomic drop. And now it's a dance party.
I think Dirty Dango has exactly what he asked for. It doesn't get much more weird than that.
Does not tag his band.
And I'm here for it all.
Here comes Dango. Oh, what a shot.
I already said that about the group. Look at the experiences in the room. That's in the room.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we are talking,
Experience.
and again, I don't do math, but both teams are full of
Say a lot.
Decades worth of experience and decades worth of tag team experience as well.
and success.
Yep.
No.
That's why they're here. That's why they're in the Crockett Cup.
Not at this combination of guys, but still, you take that experience and you apply that, and that's where success comes from.
And weirdness. I mean, I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
I mean, you're watching the same match I'm
plus
watching.
weirdness equals success. There's the map.
Here we go.
And the tag is made. It comes Blue Meanie.
Let's go, Aaron.
And Aron Stevens has pinned Dirty Dango in that corner, giving Meanie a chance to come in and get a little pressure on him.
Just go easy on the hips, Meanie, please.
Might have heard you. Drop toe hold.
Excellent, Meanie.
Just go that whole
Raise to
area.
cover.
Just please take care of it.
Think of the cup. The cup.
Dango's trying to make that tag. He's a long way off.
Yeah, but Meanie's dragging him back. Good tag team wrestling there.
Tag is made. In comes Aron Stevens.
Going to work on those ribs.
Aggression behind Aron Stevens right now. Okay.
Well, and building on what we saw with
Hooks the leg.
Meanie.
Kick out at 2.
As odd as this combination is, these guys may have found a chemistry that works.
My question is, how does Aron Stevens figure this out? How is he able to find all these people they can work so well with?
Because he's Aron Stevens.
I
That's
guess
all
so.
you need to know.
Well, and it's a credit to his ability too. I mean, he can make that chemistry work with a lot of different
And
people.
he's an actor, so he's used to working ensembles.
I guess that's true.
Look at those
Sometimes
hips.
actors have to improvise, and there you go, a little hip jiggle into the boot.
Dango did not like that impersonation. And the hips
Small
went up.
back and shoulders down, looking to advance.
No.
He's reaching. He's
Trying to make
close.
the tag. Pushes Stevens away. Tag is made. In comes Blue Meanie. And JTG. What a kick. Beautiful pump kick. And now the Blue Meanie
Again.
on on the attack.
Blue Meanie's got a head of steam here. Let's go.
And he uses it, crashing into JTG.
Can somebody check on Dango, please?
JTG moves in the corner.
Big miscalculation there. Kick, dumps down the Blue Meanie. They got him!
The winners of this match, the Dirty Sexy Boys!
Hi, wrestling fans. This is Bob Cola to tell you about the return of the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, to Winston-Salem on June 3rd and 4th. It's the NWA Crockett Cup, featuring 24 of the top teams from around the world, and a fan fest featuring legends and stars from the past. It's the Crockett Cup, Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex Building, June 3rd and 4th. Don't miss it.
The 2019 edition of the Crockett Cup could be considered one of the most diverse pay-per-views in recent history. Folks, wrestling companies all over the world want to be a part of this. It was the return of the NWA Crockett Cup, the first time the event had been held since 1988. Where does the time go? It was a blast from the past coming to the modern era, and it was going to crown the first ever modern era NWA World Tag Team Champions. So right now, let's go back to the 2019 event. It's going to be ROH and AEW star Bandido teaming with Flip Gordon to take on CMLL's Guerrero Maya Jr. and Stuka Jr.
Team number 1, at a combined weight of 382 pounds, are representing Ring of Honor, Flip Gordon and Bandido. Their opponents, at a combined weight of 423 pounds, are representing CMLL, Stuka Jr. and Guerrero Maya Jr.
Well, you know, CMLL, as you guys know, is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the oldest continuous wrestling organization in existence in the world today. That honor did go at one point to Jim Crockett Promotions, who lasted from 1933 to 1988 under one family ownership. CMLL started, I believe, just a few years later and still in existence today.
And what a great partner they are. Ring of Honor, New Japan, CMLL, of course, Rev Pro, and the NWA. Forming an amazing partnership. Things are changing here in 2019, and it's for the benefit of the fans, it's for the benefit of us. We're getting to see great tag team action like this with 4 great athletes.
And Bandido, of course, having a lot of experience with CMML. That's where he really first started. That's where he first started training in the art of Lucha Libre.
Well, that's absolutely right. He had a golden ticket. He was being trained under the legend Ultimo Guerrero, instead choosing to forge his own path, go through the Southern California and Mexican independent scene, and has already made this connection with the fans.
The fans chanting Bandido, and the obviously the advantage here is going to go to the experienced team. Stuka Jr., Guerrero Maya Jr. have been contenders for the Ring of Honor Tag Team title. They've teamed together all across the world, whereas this, as we mentioned, the first time for Flip Gordon and Bandido, two tremendous singles talents, to form a combination. So, but we've seen an upset earlier tonight, so anything can happen in the Crockett Cup, and that's what makes it so exciting.
Stuka Jr. starting things off with Bandido. Code of honor at the beginning of this thing. I'm sure you'd like to see that, Ian.
Absolutely. Referee Todd Sinclair in there, one of the best in wrestling, with Stuka Jr. Nice waistlock takedown. Bandido so fast. Stuka Jr. right now the world historic champion, lightweight champion in CMLL. Head scissor takeover.
The weight classes in Mexico, obviously, they have more weight classes than in the United States. There's middleweight, lightweight championships. They go back years. They have history, and they are also implemented by the state athletic, or not the state athlete, but the athletic commissions in Mexico. So there's an opportunity for champions, much like here in the NWA, to compete in a variety of organizations.
Quick cover there wasn't enough. Stuka Jr. goes for a cover himself right there. Not even a 1 count.
Yeah, Bandido just so fast. And Jim, you've been around professional wrestling for almost 40 years. Have you ever seen somebody with the confidence of Bandido? This gentleman's only a few years in, so young. So we now see Flip Gordon.
Whoa, and well, here's the thing. All great stars have confidence. All great stars have an ego. You can't be the best in the world and be humble and unassuming. Sometimes it's hard to deal with these wrestlers from a business standpoint, But if you're going to be a star, you're going to have an ego. And you're going to be confident.
Well, I like seeing that confidence, especially from Flip Gordon, coming back to this arena, coming back to the place that put him on the shelf for so much time. It looks like he hasn't lost a step, and he doesn't seem intimidated by the wrestlers that he's going up against.
Yeah, Guerrero Maya has been so impressive in both CMLL and Ring of Honor, former Arena Coliseo Tag Team Champion in CMLL. He's got a little bit of a weight advantage here. Nice arm drag takeover onto Gordon. And another sends Gordon to the mat.
And you don't see Flip Gordon favoring the knee or trying to baby the knee. Whoa, big shot there, back elbow, which that is sometimes what happens when an athlete's coming off a serious injury. Miscue there from the inexperienced team.
That's what's going to happen when you're with a team that doesn't tag team all the time. This is their first bout out. You're going to have mistakes like that.
Well, look at that. Flip went for a maneuver, but his more experienced opponent had it scouted, managed to block him.
Off the ropes, converge, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Oh, and another.
And this is where Guerrero Maya Jr. really gets the engine revving, gets the car started. One of his signature moves.
4 backbreakers, back to back to back to back.
He just broke those boys like a biscuit down at the Concord Cracker Barrel. I'm going to tell you what. And you see those championship belts on the stage that Joe tried to allude earlier will be awarded to the winners of the Crockett Cup here tonight, along with that beautiful cup. The belts are replicas of the old NWA World Tag Team Championships that were used from the 70s through 1987, I believe. They were made by Nikita Molkovich, who was an old-time wrestler.
And here we see things heating up. Instead, it's Stuka going to the kick to the midsection. Nice drop down off the ropes. Here's what's so impressive about Stuka Jr. Do not let his build fool you. He's one of the fastest and most explosive stars in wrestling today.
But wait a minute, in this case, Bandido had it scouted and big monkey flip. He tried to block that maneuver, but Stuka went with it anyway.
And in the wrong part of town here, Joe.
That's absolutely brilliant move, brilliant tag team wrestling. Isolate Bandido, keep him in your corner, but is he going to send him back across? He is! Might have been a mistake right there, giving him right back to Flip Gordon.
Yeah, an unforced error. Now Gordon back in, maybe a little the fresher of the two, but it's Stuka. Has Gordon in trouble.
Gordon in between a rock and a hard place. They are turning him. Look, the pressure on the midsection. They're literally trying to turn him like a corkscrew. There's Bandido in the nick of time.
Bandido forced to break things up. Flip Gordon was in a bad way in the center of the ring.
Open hands from Bandido. Off the ropes. Whoa! Sent down.
And boy, you can hear the smack of the meat in the flesh here in Concord tonight as these guys are fighting for the richest prize in tag team wrestling in the National Wrestling Alliance, the newly resurrected Crockett Cup. There's a double surfboard.
Bandido in trouble. Look at this. 2. Wow.
I have never seen that. I have never seen that, and it almost worked because I guarantee you that Stuka and Maya Jr. hadn't seen it either.
Veteran presence from Flip Gordon, a man who's only 3 years total into professional wrestling, but it's still Bandido into trouble. Great takedown, nice drop down by Maya and Guerrero. Oh, and Stuka sending Bandido into the barricade.
There is no substitute for experience as a team working together, thinking as one. Those guys, they had no time to plan that. They had to know exactly what they were doing by feel when they went into it. That's a result of an experienced tag team.
And now Bandido pretty much taken out of the equation on the outside. Flip Gordon, big power slam by Guerrero Maya Jr.
Well, it's setting his man up, and
yeah,
look at the big man going to the top.
Loves to go up to the top. Torpedo plancha, perhaps.
What? Wow, we didn't expect that. And neither did Bandido down on the floor. Now Flip Gordon is left.
In trouble here. Look at that great wrist lock takeover by Maya Jr. He can fly too, gentlemen. Guerrero Maya Jr.
Tope suicida to the outside, wipes out Flip Gordon.
When you buy a ticket to see the National Wrestling Alliance and you sit in the front row, it's like 3D because you literally get the wrestlers in your lap.
You can't take them home, though, Jim.
You can't take them home. You got to throw them back. Let's take another look.
Yeah, torpedo plancha on to Bandido. 2 as we're back to the live action. A 2 count there from Guerrero Maya Jr.
Of
Of course, this is just the first of our 4 quarterfinal matches here, Joe. You got to like what you're seeing right now out of the team from CMLL.
I really do, but you got to think they're putting a lot into this match. They're burning a lot of energy. You need to find a way to conserve the energy, but also get the win. It's a very delicate balance.
Well, I'll tell you, you know what I'm looking forward to see. We've got the team of Crimson and Jack Stain coming up, but of course another first-round match. We've mentioned it, the Rock and Roll Express and Mark and Jay Briscoe. This is a feel-good moment for a lot of fans, but I'm not sure if the Rock and Roll Express know what they've gotten themselves into.
A big kick by Gordon staggers Maya, and it's a springboard drop kick.
Oh!
Has he created the opening he needs?
What a tandem move by Gordon and Bandido.
Bandido now full head of steam to the outside.
He should have called the air traffic controllers at Charlotte Douglas International Airport, because I think he got that much height.
All right, look at Gordon. Moonsault!
And landed on his feet, and look, if that's a test of that knee has to be 100%.
Fans, we got to take a look at the replay here. Beautiful moonsault delivering across the body of Guerrero Maya Jr. And now it's Bandido.
So much amazing dexterity, agility from these athletes. Just incredible. And Bandido and Flip Gordon, they may have made a very good choice by teaming up. They've known each other as far as opponents. They saw something in their styles that they thought would mesh.
Irish whip, offensive maneuver there by the team, and it's Bandido coming in with a big European uppercut. Snapmare takeover on Stuka Jr.
Skin the cat maneuver.
Ooh, into another moonsault.
Into the cover.
Just a 1 count.
Whoa, frog splash.
Got all of it.
He wasn't the legal man. It is Bandido, though. So close.
I gotta be honest, I've lost track of who's legal in this carnage.
Yeah, I don't envy Todd Sinclair in this matchup at all, with as much as these guys are flying around.
You got to think he made a game-time decision. These are great stars of Lucha Libre plus Flip Gordon. He's allowing this to be contested under Lucha rules at this point as Guerrero Maya takes down Flip Gordon. Oh, spear sends down Bandido.
Todd Sinclair, of course, the senior ROH official. I've known him for years, and he will let him play when he sees guys with this level of ability. But once again, wait a minute. Went for the superplex, but got stopped.
Big Insecurity, and now he has Guerrero Maya. Oh, powerbomb superplex, but Stuka is the last man standing.
This could be it. Shoulders down. Gordon still able to kick out.
Torpedo splash delivers. That's usually it.
Well, in this case, they know what the prize is. They know what everything's on the line. And these guys are digging down deep and giving it everything they've got. The NWA is back, and so is the Crockett Cup.
Whoa! Flip could be enough. Shoulders down.
Whoa!
That was a pull-up at 2 7/8.
Bandido making the motion. He was looking for the 21-plex, but Stuka gets out of position. Bandido blocking a destroyer instead. Oh! Stuka finds a way.
Mexican destroyer.
Will it be enough for the victory? Gordon comes in to break it up at the last possible moment.
Joe, you alluded to this earlier. They're emptying the gas tank in match 1.
Look at Flip Gordon's evasive maneuver and a Pele kick. Don't beat yourself up, son. Their opponents are going to do that enough for you. He's firing himself up. That's like you do when you go to Red Robin, Ian, right?
Wow. Springboard spear! Hooks the leg!
Will it be enough? Oh, only a 2 count.
And Maya Jr. showing the stamina he's shown in Ring of Honor events. But Flip Gordon showing why he's a top contender for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
So light on his feet, able to land on that apron. Opens the window for this. Oh, he got caught, and he got planted. Will it be enough, though? Guerrero Maya Jr. shoulders down, didn't hook the leg, only gets a 2 count.
Left that right shoulder exposed, had the body weight down on the left shoulder. May have had him had he chose to either hook the leg or cover that right shoulder a little tighter.
Boy, what a tremendous night of action we're seeing already. And of course, it's going to be headlined also by the NWA World title being contested. Aldous and Skrull, but that's later.
Oh, that's the Mayan sacrifice. Mayan sacrifice. Cover. 2 and oh!
Bandido breaks it up with a double stomp.
That is Guerrero Maya Jr.'s finishing move. He's won titles across the globe with that maneuver. Thank God for Bandido for Flip Gordon.
And Bandido unceremoniously dumped to the floor, and Flip Gordon with the super kick. His knee has not given him any trouble, and I don't want to curse him. I don't want to jinx him. We're going to knock on a equipment case for that, but so far, so good.
Maya up and over. Stuka sending Gordon down. And now it's Stuka second rope on the inside.
Stuka comes flying through. Bandido's right there. Look at the power, the strength of Bandido.
Super kick by Gordon. Gets Maya out of the way.
Up on the shoulder.
Wow. Got him. Swing out counter. 1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners advancing to the semifinals, Flip Gordon and Bandido.
The historic NWA Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament returns to its roots live from the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Saturday, June 3rd and Sunday, June 4th. 26 teams, 2 nights, one historically massive event. Tickets going fast at NWATix.com. Wrestling fans, we are just 1 week away, June 3rd, June 4th, Saturday and Sunday, the Crockett Cup 2023. 26 teams, 2 nights, one massive tag team tournament. And if you're not a part of the action in person, well, you're missing out. But still, you can go to Fight.tv, order it from the comfort of your own home. Because the NWA World Tag Team Champions, La Rebelión, will be in action. In fact, let's take a glimpse back to last year's tournament as La Rebelión were scheduled to face Hawx Ari. However, Luke Hawx, injured, was not able to take part in the match, but PJ Hawx, he said, no, I'm winning this for my family. I'm winning this for my father. Folks, this is Hawx Ari versus La Rebelión.
Now, David, as you were saying there, as PJ was making his way to the ring, he is an amateur-style wrestler, a professional in his own right, but he's making a gutsy call going out on his own.
Yes, he is. I mean, against 2 professionals, the way these guys are going to wrestle, they got to watch out.
Well, and I'm sure, as you know, his father was the one that was in.
They are the NWA World Tag Team Champions. Mecha Wolf, Bestia 666, La Rebelión.
La Rebelión had a relatively tough match with the Ill Begotten, a lot tougher than they thought it was going to be.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, there are World Tag Team Champions holding both belts, current and the ones that you brought, David.
That's right, the original World Tag Team Champions, the NWA.
As soon as you brought those out, everybody wanted a picture with them.
Including me.
Yes.
History.
And that's a pleasure. That is a pleasure, it really is.
Well, this matchup will not be a pleasure for PJ Hawx for sure, going solo. Tim, I'm going to direct this at you. As a father, I mean, the concussion, I don't know if Luke even knows what's happening right now. I don't think he would. Do you think he would object to this?
No. Well, yes, I think he would, but it's also how he raised his son. His son is a competitor. His son is an athlete. He's raised him in the ring. He wants him to go out and compete. But, you know, as a father,
all right,
you want to take care of your kid.
And is this taking care of your kid against the World Tag Team Champions?
I don't, but here's the thing. I believe right now, and Luke has been in the business a long time, my guess is Luke doesn't know where he's at or what he's doing, and if he knew his son was out there, who knows what the stance he would take on this. I don't know.
I'm watching Luke, and Luke is not quite sure what he wants to do because he doesn't know who he's wrestling for, well, right?
That's right. And just so we're clear, we got PJ Hawx, and now he's being stalked by both members of La Rebelión. We've had a lot of changes here, David, throughout the night. Well, I've made plenty of mistakes myself.
All right, well, PJ is trying to figure out his strategy. I mean, look, now tell me about the 2 over here. All right.
La Rebelión, very established tag team.
But I got this. So you pay attention. Don't come to win this damn game.
Wow. I like this.
Yes.
I like the fire in this young man.
He has never backed down. every time we watch him wrestle, he's surprisingly strong. He's got a strong amateur. He's the full package, but he's in there against the NWA World's Tag Team Champions.
All right, so let's put it this way. He's got an amateur background, but he also can back it up with a professional.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
We've seen him in singles competition on NWA Powerrr as well. He can handle things on his own, but once again, he's got the toughest competition when it comes to tag team wrestling. The #1 seed, our NWA World Tag Team Champions, who have been champions since NWA 73 in St. Louis, where they were able to defeat Aron Stevens and Kratos.
Well, and it's one of the things that it's been a pleasure was to watch PJ almost grow up in front of our eyes.
All right, he knocked him down. He's holding his head.
But still trying to pick the ankle. And I think if you're PJ, that's what you go to. You go to your roots, you go to that ground style, the grappling, and there it is, the hip toss.
Now go down, take him down. There you go. Good drop kick.
Beautiful, on point.
Right, hooks him.
But staying right on top of him, trying to slow the match down. Smart strategy.
Yes, it is. Very smart.
We have seen him get faster, stronger, more experienced with every match, and he's not going to back down from this challenge. It's a huge challenge, though.
All right, they're sort of in a neutral position. All right, goes around.
Standing switch.
Yep.
Go behind.
Good takedown.
Beautiful.
All right, spin around, grab a leg. He hurt me.
There it is. David, I feel like you've watched wrestling before.
Okay.
How about that? PJ Hawx trying to squeeze the life out of Mecha Wolf.
And he's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
He's isolating, he's keeping him grounded. He's trying to stay in control of this match. If he can keep this from being a quick, speedy tagging in and out.
Look at that. Look at Mecha Wolf already having to cut corners in the head. He's biting his face. He's biting his face like a wild animal. Why does he need to do that? It's already a handicap match.
Now you look, he's in no hurry. Mecha Wolf is in no hurry. They're going to punish. They're going to try to punish him. Good job.
And Mecha Wolf, these guys have shown that it's for them it's not a matter of cutting corners. For them it's a matter of winning matches.
Good drop kick.
Whatever that takes.
Yes.
Beautiful move.
All right. He took him away. Took him away from the corner.
Dumped him on his head. Could it be enough? Oh, shoulders are down. David, like I said, you got to hook that leg. You got to apply the pressure. Bestia from behind. Blindsided PJ.
Now, like it or not, this is teamwork.
And it's how you keep the championship for as long as they have.
That's right.
Like it or not.
They're going to do what it takes to keep the championship.
Well, and to win the Crockett Cup, for sure.
There was not a team that entered, and there's definitely not a team that's left that doesn't understand the importance of winning that cup. That is a career mark, and every single one of them is going to do whatever they can, whatever it takes to win that cup. It's that big of a deal.
Yes.
And once again, slowing things down. Just applying pressure, knowing that Bestia has an opportunity to tag out, and PJ doesn't.
All right, but Bestia, this is not their true wrestling. Aren't they a faster team?
They can adapt to a lot, and that's why they've been so successful. Into the cover, hooks the outside leg, PJ kicks it too.
Well, and when we talk about the relationship of PJ with his dad, you know, La Bestia 666 is the father. You know, so I mean, both of these guys have a history in their family of success of professional wrestling, and we see it right now because there's nothing that there's nothing these guys are going to see that they haven't seen before. When you grow up in this, when you grow up in the business, there's an advantage to that. He hooks the leg, there it is.
But he just laid on him, laid on the top, didn't hook under the neck. Still, he's taking his time. The team is taking his time. You know, PJ, it's giving him time, even though they're beating on him, to figure out what to do.
Well, but I think what we might end up seeing here is eventually this is going to be a war of attrition. They're going to wear him down, and even with them slowing down the pace, if they can manage to keep him grounded, to pound, eventually it's going to take its toll. And now all that's going to leave, oh, here we go. Oh, beautiful. All that's going to leave PJ with is looking for that quick opportunity because he's not going to be having strategy.
He's rolling. He's trying to make a tag. There is no one there.
He's got no one. That's exactly what I was going to say. He had that beautiful belly-to-belly suplex, but he's got no help. He's got to go it alone. He's got to do it on his own. He's his own man. He's made this decision. Oh, and here comes Bestia. But PJ cuts him off at the pass. 2 clotheslines in a row. Big kick. Fisherman suplex. Right into the cover. 2 count.
PJ's looking good right now, but he's starting. It's starting to show. I mean, you can't. One man can't battle 2 this long without it starting to take a toll, and you can see it. Like we're looking right now. And you pointed out, David, he started to make for that corner. He's been a tag guy for a long time. There is nobody there.
Nobody. Now double team here.
Faked him out with the leapfrog. Oh, and what a devastating clothesline.
They're feeling it right now. They know they've got him in trouble now. They're going to see if they can take advantage of it.
Tag is made again. Frequent tags, keeping the double team going. Pop up.
Oh, look out.
Will we see it? Will we see it here? Mark of the Beast. Mark of the Beast connects.
Is that it?
No! No way! No one's kicked out of that! No one has ever kicked out of that move! That is La Rebellion's finishing maneuver. No one has ever kicked out of that.
He doesn't believe it either. He is absolutely stunned.
Unbelievable. The tenacity, the grit, the intestinal fortitude pop up again.
Oh, try it again.
No, not a second time.
There is no way if he hits it again. And he did. That's it.
Stacking him up. Shoulders are down. Couldn't take it the second time.
The winners of this match, La Rebelión.
The #1 seed continuing on. PJ Hawx, he gave it his all.
He did.
Yes,
Fought
he did.
with his heart.
Valiant effort from PJ Hawx. As bad as I hate to say it, sometimes heart just isn't enough.
Yeah.
You can have all the heart in the world, but when you're one man on an island against 2 NWA World's Heavyweight Champions, sometimes heart is just not enough.
Standing tall with the belts in their hands. Will they also be holding on to the Crockett Cup?
Hi, wrestling fans. This is Bob Coleman to tell you about the return of the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, to Winston-Salem on June 3rd and 4th. It's the NWA Crockett Cup, featuring 24 of the top teams from around the world, and a fan fest featuring legends and stars from the past. It's the Crockett Cup, Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex Building, June 3rd and 4th. Don't miss it.
Let's touch base with the 2019 Crockett Cup again, the tournament to crown the NWA World Tag Team Champions. And dream matches, they happen. However, this match was unique in its own special way. The last time the tournament took place was 1988. The Rock and Roll Express were at the height of tag team wrestling in the world. Fast forward to 2019, the Briscoe brothers, they are winning tag team titles all over the world. Folks, this match was a battle of the ages. Right now, the Rock and Roll Express versus the Briscoe brothers.
Rock and Roll Express, with all due respect, yes, y'all are legends in the game, but it's 2019 and we them boys. And I don't know if y'all heard this or not, but we the baddest tag team on the damn planet. So, out of respect for y'all, we're gonna give you some options here. You got 2 choices. Y'all can turn around, walk y'all asses to the back, forfeit the match, keep your bodies in one piece, keep your dignity about you, or y'all can try to fight us and me and my brother retire your old asses right here, right now. What's it gonna be, Rock and Roll?
There's your answer!
Yeah!
Ricky Morton!
look at this. The Briscoes, who could be considered a #1 seed, are rocked and reeling in this match. But look at that!
Hurricane Rana, Ricky and Robert. It's 30 years later, but it doesn't seem like a double drop kick. Mark Briscoe to the floor. I knew these guys weren't going to back up. The Briscoe brothers are dangerous, but Ricky and Robert, talk about experience. They've got it all. They are really, seriously, the most legendary, most decorated tag team still active in the game today.
5 times over NWA World Tag Team Champions!
Showing absolutely no fear, going right for the Briscoes.
And we know how much that Crockett Cup means to him, Jim. We talked earlier. 86, 87 didn't really get a fair shake either year.
In 1986, the Rock and Roll were disqualified. A very controversial referee call. In 87, an injury a few days earlier to Ricky Morton forced him out. Wait, Morton head first into that steel ring post, courtesy of Mark Briscoe. Ricky Morton gave a tremendous answer to that question, what's it going to be, with a football kick through the uprights. But oh my God.
2 times into the steel, but still on his feet.
And Morton now getting tossed back in by Mark Briscoe.
Ricky Morton, his father was a referee. His uncle was a pro wrestler. He turned professional in 1978, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Gibson, his older brother Ricky Gibson, was a tremendous wrestler all over the Southeast. Robert had his first pro match in 1976 at age 17.
Oh my goodness.
They have devoted their lives to perfect. Ricky Morton is busted open.
And Mark Briscoe sensing that, delivering the straight right to the open wound. Now quick tags is why the Briscoes are so dangerous, Joe.
Jim, you list their accolades as a tag team, but will this be their last match?
Well, that's what I'm afraid of, because dim boys do not do feel-good moments. And look, Jay Briscoe just drew back and measured him, straight right hand. They're not going to get fancy. They're going to fight. They're trying to prove a point. The Briscoes don't care who they hurt to get to the finals and to the Crockett Cup.
The Briscoes with so many irons in the fire right now as the fans coming alive for the Rock and Roll Express.
The Rock and Roll Express teamed up for the first time in March 1983. They have had a tag team match in every year since then, 36 years as competitive professional athletes. And I said they were the most popular tag team in the history of Charlotte. In an 8-week period in 1986, 4 matches between the Midnight and Rock and Roll Express drew 45,000 fans and almost $400,000 at the gate at the Charlotte Coliseum. It was a tremendous, you can't imagine the love and the respect that the fans had for Ricky and Robert, and now Ricky.
Yeah, reaching out, trying to.
God. Oh, and he just got cross-faced. And Ricky Morton used to be able to create a riot just by asking the fans in the front row for help.
But he needs it right here. Connects with a right, staggers Mark Briscoe. He's really in trouble right now, Joe, as the Briscoes, a team that chased the Young Bucks out of Ring of Honor, a team that chased SoCal Uncensored out of Ring of Honor, and a team that's trying to pick fights with Guerrillas of Destiny, that's trying to pick fights with Villain Enterprises, just dominating.
I think the Briscoes really want this as a notch in their belt. They want to be the ones that put out the Rock and Roll Express. Not only do they want to win the Crockett Cup, not only do they want to become the new NWA Tag Team Champions, they want to be known for this.
And when you hear the fans starting to chant rock and roll, boy, I tell you, their grandparents did it, their parents did it, and the fans here in 2019 still chanting rock and roll as Ricky Morton fights his way out of this thing. But oh my God, the Briscoes, just an incredible, the animation of the Briscoes and the aggression and the emotion. Look at that.
Just tearing at the mouth of Ricky Morton, and a thrust under the jaw into the throat by Mark Briscoe behind the referee's back.
The Briscoes are so good at working when the referee's back is turned. They will take every advantage possible.
Dim boys are they're so good, and they're so tough, and they're so scary. You don't want to be in a dark corner with these guys, or a dark street, or a dark alley. You don't want to be in the light with the Briscoe brothers.
Look at that, showing signs of life. Ricky Morton fighting his way out of that bad corner.
Ricky Morton, he's still got all the fire and the enthusiasm he did when he was a teenager.
He made the tag!
He got the tag to Robert Gibson.
Oh, but the referee!
Oh, he didn't see it! He didn't see the tag!
And the fans they're incensed. And now look, the Briscoe brothers feeding on Ricky Morton like a pack of angry wolves in the corner as the referee disallowed Gibson. Look at teamwork of the rock and roll. Bring out the tag.
Makes the tag. Robert King saw that one as Robert Gibson sending Jay down. Mark Briscoe down.
It's the first time he's been legal in this matchup. He's got a full tag again. Back body drop connects.
Kick to the midsection now. Robert Gibson. Oh, delivers a clothesline, sending Mark Briscoe down. Sending Ricky to the top.
And he makes the tag. And Ricky, bloodied. He can't see, but he's trying to steady himself.
And he's got a
And now there comes Robert Gibson to help out. Rocket launcher. Rocket launcher onto Mark Briscoe.
Cover. 2. Oh! Just in the nick of time. Jay Briscoe there.
Wait. Jay Briscoe's pulled Robert Gibson. And as Ricky Morton is in the corner, hammering Mark Briscoe. Robert Gibson and Jay out on the floor.
You got to think Ricky Morton running on heart, running on adrenaline, on instinct right now as he's in there with Mark Briscoe.
Wait a minute.
Like a freight train, Jay Briscoe connects.
Now the Briscoes are opening up. There's a big boot. They've sidelined Robert Gibson and a drop kick through the ropes.
Older brother Jay calling the shots, leading Mark Briscoe. And
in the ring.
We see
Death Valley driver.
Connects. Mark Briscoe up top. The front row.
Will it be enough though? The cover.
Yes, indeed.
Here are your winners, advancing to the semifinals, the Briscoes.
The feel-good moment of the Rock and Roll Express was fleeting. They gave it everything they had. Ricky Morton literally gave it his blood. But still, in 2019, dim boys, the Briscoes, just too much.
The historic NWA Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament returns to its roots live from the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Saturday, June 3rd and Sunday, June 4th. 26 teams, 2 nights, one historically massive event. Tickets going fast at NWATix.com. I've mentioned how the 2019 Crockett Cup crowned the modern era NWA World Tag Team Champions. And I know what you're asking yourself, Kyle, are you ever going to tell us who it was? I'm not just going to tell you, I'm going to let you experience it for yourself. Because right now, 2019 Crockett Cup, the finals right here, right now. Folks, enjoy as Villain Enterprises, Brody King, and PCO take on the wild cards, Royce Isaacs and Tom Latimer.
Team number 1 are accompanied by Medusa at a combined weight of 442 pounds. They were the wild card team, Royce Isaacs and Tom Latimer.
Whatever Medusa had to say to them before, it paid off in a big way. They're in the finals. They've had some more time with her in the back. God only knows what she's told them now.
The question is, what have they had to say to her to convince her to come out? She's been around wrestling a long time. She may see this Cinderella story emerging and want to hop in and get involved in it. Oh, wait, PCO holding that arm. Both of them holding their arm. The right arm, too. The dominant arm on most professional athletes. I believe both these guys are right-handed.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 586 pounds, they're representing Ring of Honor and Villain Enterprises, Brody King and PCO.
Ian, I gotta ask you this. Have you ever seen PCO so banged up going into a matchup?
No, he's an impenetrable machine. He's just this unbreakable force that functions more honestly like a robot that is designed to hurt and maim and to ignore the pain receptors in the body than he is to deal with this sort of thing. This is unprecedented for PCO.
Well, yeah, both these guys, almost 600 pounds of human being. But as a result of the wars that they have gone through tonight, both of them banged up. PCO showing any type of pain or registering any type of pain for the first time in memory. But the Crockett Cup is trending in the U.S., I hear. That's your stuff, Ian. You caused this.
We are trending in the United States. We are trending worldwide. Hashtag Crockett Cup. Fans, check in and tell us who you think is going to win this amazing Crockett Cup final. Right now, we have fans checking in all over the world, including Zachary Silo, Dylan Hagar, Joel Pearl, Alex Calderon, super kicking it with Kelsey. She's a big-time fan. She's loving the Crockett Cup. She loved Caprice. Thank you, Caprice, for the great work you've been doing throughout the night as our correspondent here.
Look at, I just can't take my eyes off PCO in the corner, that he actually has a look of discomfort on his face instead of a look of sadistic glee.
And same thing with Brody King as we take a look at both men here. And this
you were right about the pain receptors and all that doctor stuff. Beautiful shot of the Crockett Cup there. The point is, PCO doesn't register pain. He doesn't feel pain. He sometimes actually enjoys pain.
But at what point is it too much? I think that's what we're going to find out in this finals matchup now. As Brody King answering back, still able to use that right arm, but Royce Isaacs just so strong. Even this fourth match in, we've talked about this before being a Cinderella story for Royce Isaacs and Tom Latimer. Oh, Brody King, a big miscommunication there as he leveled his own partner, but King now answering with big chops, fighting all on his own, showing so much heart, so much resilience, but the team of Latimer and Isaacs just pummeling.
And you gotta wonder if PCO is that hurt, that damaged, that he can't even come in to protect his partner. PCO is usually so adept at tag team wrestling. He's been a WWF tag team champion. He's been a Ring of Honor tag team champion, a six-man champion. He can walk out NWA tag team champion, but he's making no effort at this point to do so.
Well, he's waiting to see what's going to happen, but I don't hope he doesn't wait too long. Because this Cinderella story that's emerged, Latimer and Isaacs, after never having teamed before, will they win the Crockett Cup? And honestly, the Crockett Cup has gone to the best tag teams, experienced tag teams in the world, and the only teams to go through all three Crockett Cups, as I mentioned before we went on the air, the Midnight Express and the Road Warriors, they were together for years. These guys have a chance through happenstance, chance, luck, and ability. They have a chance to do something that nobody's ever done before.
We see Latimer here with the advantage on Brody King, and you gotta wonder the wild card here, what will Medusa's presence add to this wild card team? I mean, Joe, we talked about Medusa's history earlier, but one thing we overlooked, she was an amazing manager, whether it was in the American Wrestling Association, the AWA, or with the Dangerous Alliance. She is a presence on the outside who adds value to any team or individual.
Medusa is an ultimate pioneer, no matter if it's professional wrestling or anything that she sets her mind to. She has one goal in mind, and that is to be a champion, to be a winner. And she might have picked the winning team here, but let's talk about what's really missing here with Villain Enterprises. Marty Scurll preparing for what could be the biggest match of his life. He's unable to be there with his Villain Enterprise brethren.
Yeah, and throughout the day, we've tried to talk to the competitors, we've tried to get interviews. Marty Scurll has been in seclusion, which is a little bit unusual. These three usually travel together, they usually arrive at the building together. And Joe, you might have touched on a nerve that we haven't hit yet, and that may be cause for concern for Villain Enterprise on top of the physical pain they're in right now.
Well, Scurll and Aldis, of course, have been friends for so long, and we've seen that the story weaving throughout the entire broadcast tonight of their relationship and their friendship, and how sometimes jealousy, opportunity, championships, money, all those things can get in the way of friendship. And we're going to see that unfold tonight in the NWA World Heavyweight Championship match. But right now, will it be the team of monsters, Brody King and PCO, or the unheralded Cinderella story? These guys must have some kind of wicked stepmother somewhere, because I can't believe that they have done this, but they are making a fantastic tag team. Brody King makes an opening.
And look at that, King driving Latimer into the turnbuckle. Brody King has fought this entire match by himself at this point, but he desperately needs to make a tag. You need to take a gamble on PCO right now, Brody King.
That's what the fans think as well, as Sinclair tolls the count. He's down to 3, or up to 3, 4, both men down. PCO trying to exhort his partner to get across the ring, and look, he's lifting the right arm with his left arm in order to reach over and make the tag.
No strength, no feeling in that right arm at all, but still able to extend it and make the tag.
Oh, but even the tag hurt, the tag. He's writhing in pain.
But you know what?
Tag.
PCO in pain is just more dangerous. More deadly.
Fix my arm!
What?
Fix my arm!
He's screaming, fix my arm. Is it the shoulder that's separated? He can't lift the arm. He's screaming at Brody. What's Brody King, a doctor? He doesn't even play one on television. Fix my arm? What in the name of...
What do they even have in mind here?
No.
Well, is he going to try? What in the world? Oh, my God!
I can't believe it!
Is that how he jerked it back in the socket? He's relocated the dislocated shoulder of PCO by jerking that. God, the pain must have been tremendous.
Well, he's ready to jerk out. Clothesline! Sends Latimer down! And it's Isaacs!
Wait now, look at the look on Isaac's face. What am I facing here?
Sending Isaacs down! Oh, PCO is alive!
It's alive! We didn't even need an electrical storm.
PCO was somehow able to flip that switch as soon as that arm got back into socket, and now Brody King back in this matchup. Oh!
That fireman's carry Michinoku driver delivers once again.
Well, you got to think that at this point, our new Crockett Cup champions will be PCO and Brody King, and he's sending the nutcase up to the top.
Oh, he's won the tag titles in this in Ring of Honor, and he's gonna do it in the National Wrestling Alliance. Hook the leg, 2, 3, Brandon's done it.
They got it.
Here are your winners of the Crockett Cup tournament and the new NWA World Tag Team Champions, Brody King and PCO.
Villain Enterprises has done it. They have grabbed the brass ring. They have climbed to the top of the mountain. They are the NWA World's Tag Team Champions. As we take a look back, look at that huge moonsault.
Yeah, the PCO salt, that was the difference, pinning Latimer. Not only NWA World Tag Team Champions, but Jim, they add themselves to a list that includes Sting and Lex Luger. Amazing.
The Road Warriors, Sting and Lex Luger, Dusty Rhodes and Nikita Koloff, and now Brody King and PCO. The machine was fixed. The glitch in the Matrix straightened out. And PCO, once again, he is not human. He's inhuman.
Wrestling fans, thank you for joining me on a trip down memory lane of Crockett Cup's past, because again, we are just 1 week away. June 3rd, June 4th, Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. It's the 2023 Crockett Cup, 26 teams, 2 nights, 1 massive event. Get your tickets at nwatix.com. What are you waiting for? And if you can't be there live and in person, go to fight.tv to see it from any streaming device, anywhere, at any time. This Tuesday is the season finale of NWA Powerrr, and what's going to happen, you got to tune in to find out. Will it have implications for the Crockett Cup? It very well could. But we won't know that until it happens, and we need you to tune in, because ladies and gentlemen, without you, the National Wrestling Alliance, where would we be? I want to thank you for your support. This has been Kyle Davis, and for the National Wrestling Alliance, this is where history lives and legends are forged.